As the COVID vaccine rollout continues speedily across the country, many are now wondering when things will go back to normal. But until the novel coronavirus is long behind us, large gatherings like sporting events and travel to other countries is dicey, as the risk of infection and outbreak remains high. Which is why in some places like New York, the UK, Israel, and the EU have begun to look at COVID passports, or some form of verifiable vaccination records that can be accessed via a digital QR code. The app would make reopening much easier, as places of large gatherings or national points of entry would have a single verifiable marker for those who are at a significantly lower risk of infection. But some aren't convinced, including many conservative lawmakers, with some state governors even preemptively signing executive orders banning vaccine passports in their states. Which is why the White House is now being urged to set strict standards for privacy, security, and equity, as an app-based vaccine ID could have problems affecting all three. Many are worried that a digital passport could open their medical records up to hackers. And as the vaccine rollout continues, a passport would gate off certain activities to a still unvaccinated portion of the country, a divide largely caused by unequal access to the vaccine. Nita Farahani, a Duke University law professor, had this to say about the passports, quote, "If we condition participation in society based on access to a vaccine passport, and we do so now, at this moment, when at least half the US population don't have access to the vaccine, then what you'll see is a widening gap, where jobs lost to the pandemic will go to people who are able to gain earlier access to the vaccines."